Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Advancement Center. It's such a delight and honor to be here, standing and broadcasting. It was um, it was perhaps a long time coming, but it was time. Um, when it was said, and when we all know that feeling when we hear those words, it's time. It's time to follow our spirit. And as David beautifully said yesterday about courage, um, I knew that it was time to step forward and through the door into the new world. I'm coming here or broadcasting from Sacramento, um, and I've been here a year now after emigrating from Scotland. But I bring the magic of Scotland to this place, America, and the new world. And if you have been to Scotland, you'll know that it's like the currency, it's like air. Magic is in everything, in the land. The beauty takes your breath away, and the the magic, the beings, they are so alive there, and I bring that here and share that with you now, so you can feel all that you know in your heart that's true, from the standing stones to the unicorns, to the dragons in the mountains, to the fairies in the glens. But going back to its time, um, I I knew that someday I would broadcast, but from the perspective of the old world, that felt nervous. But now that we're in the new world, we just have to follow our spirit. And I loved what David spoke about courage, um, because we just need a second, a heartbeat of courage to say yes, to follow what we know, our burning desire. And once we've said yes and stepped through that door, there's no nerves, there's nothing holding us back. And I would have perhaps been nervous to stand before you and speak with my heart open and my light shining, so that that can be retransmitted, so that your light can shine. It's a wonderful feeling. And that was the thing where I felt excited to broadcast rather than nervous, because in this new world, those old ways, those perspectives are gone, and we can live in the magic, and it is all around us. We just we just have to, well, there's no have to, actually. I take that back. We just step forward. and sometimes we know that there's something we have to do. And in the way that I moved to America, when I met my beloved Kathleen, I knew there was no doubt that we had to be together. And although there were things that could be seen as obstacles, I would just say they're details, because from that place of knowing, nothing else is above that. That is the number one thing, and everything else is just details. And it has been an incredible journey from my old world to this new world, where we're together and the magic is abundant. And obviously, the sunshine is a benefit. If you've been to Scotland, you'll know that the weather can be very changeable. But it's just incredible to be living in that magic and in that love. And when you follow your spirit there, and you feel it in your heart, that this knowingness, then nothing else can get in the way. When I was younger, I decided to go traveling, and I decided to go as far as I could. So I booked a flight to Tel Aviv in Israel, with the intention to go on a kibbutz. But it was before the internet, and I just booked a ticket, and I'd read in a Lonely Planet guide that there was an office in Tel Aviv that you could get yourself booked on a kibbutz. But I just went, and I had no real plan and very little money, about $300. And I arrived at the airport after a long flight, met some people that were going on a kibbutz, and there was these two gentlemen from a kibbutz on the Sea of Galilee who were trying to persuade an organized group, which I wasn't part of, to pick their kibbutz. And I just said, I'll go with you, because I wasn't part of anything that was organized. Because I knew that everything would be fine. I wasn't using my head. And in hindsight, it could look reckless. And we drove for a couple of hours in the dark to this beautiful kibbutz. And it all worked. It all worked perfectly, with ease. And that is the operating system that we follow or utilize in the new world, where the old ways of seeing, or from that old perspective, we would see restrictions or limits. But from here, there is infinite possibilities, and there is always more I love that saying. There is always more. There's always more love. There's always more joy and laughter and magic and miracles as we step forward. So I invite you to step through the door to the outer reaches of the universe and beyond, to feel the endless support from your origin, from all of the millions of beings that support you. With so much joy that it's almost too much to bear. That support and that love, and love in all the senses of that word. We are here to share our gifts with all of humanity. Um, I know the words are the vehicle for the energy, so I hope you can feel what I'm feeling because it's incredible. And I just feel like giggling because the words are fading, but the energy is pouring out. So see the magic in everything. I was in a store just a day or two ago, and there was this beautiful um, little girl, could only have been no more than 2. Um, we were both wearing masks, so I could only communicate with her through my eyes. But it was such a joy because she received it and she communicated back, and we were both smiling, and that interaction is beyond words. There's no way of describing it. It's this perfection that we've all had those experiences, and they can be just a fleeting moment. but they never leave you. And I know that we are both richer for that sharing. It's just a wonderful feeling when you connect with someone, and in this new world we can be free. We can be free to stand tall and be who we are, not not taking with us anything from how the world has tried to put a picture on us. We can be free, fearless, and free. And and freedom is something that all Scots have a connection to in their heart. Um, if you've seen Braveheart, you'll know that cry of freedom. And what we do, all of us, is we bring that freedom to everyone we see, everyone we meet, and those that we don't see, and those that we haven't met. Because that's what we do. We we bring that support. And it's with such honor and love. Like a parent, with no judgment. And we get all of that from all the support, from all the beings seen and not seen, from the Council of Galaxies, from the fleet. It's all there. I'm I feel like I'm about to explode as the feeling and the energy is exploding inside of me. And I know that you can feel that too. It's such a wonderful feeling. And as I look at the screen, I can't see myself. I've disappeared. So join me in that beautiful feeling. dancing in the stars and beyond. It is such an honor to be here. I thank you with all my heart and more. It leaves me to say, I wish you a perfect life, perfect health, and a truly magical future. Thank you.